Dear students, in this class we are discussing lesson number 5, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? It's a very interesting story. Why I'm telling it's so interesting means it's the story of yours. Just let us recall the early stage of our childhood, especially at the age of 2, 3, 4. At this age, different children enjoy their early life of their childhood in different way. For example, some are spending their time with toys. Okay, a lot of toys. Then whatever you demand, every type of toys are getting and enjoying with the toys. It's some children's life, and some other children's life is they are spending time in front of the mobile phone, watching videos and games like that. Some children are spending their childhood, and but some other children are there, they are spending their childhood on keep watching television, especially the cartoon channels. And some others are there, they are so lucky because they are getting an opportunity to hear short stories from their parents' mouth, maybe grandparents' mouth. And very rarely nowadays children are getting such a type of opportunity to hear the stories from the grandparents' mouth or parents' mouth. Okay. Anyway, in cartoon channel also, they are also providing a lot of stories. Okay. After watching some episodes, you can understand that these all stories are of same kind, a little variation only in between them. Okay. Uh, Suppose the channel of Doraemon or Shinchan or Dora Buji. In Doraemon, the boy faces one problem, and finally Doraemon came in life and saves the boy and solve the problem of that boy. Okay, and this basic content will never change in any of the episode. But the problem in each episode the boy faces, that will change. But ending, how it will be, finally the Doraemon having supernatural power. Doraemon will come and solving the problems of that small boy. And why I'm telling me this matter means, here we are discussing such a type of one story. One parent, one parent starts telling stories to his daughter Jo. Uh, and after some years, continuously he was telling every day, every evening before going to sleep. They are telling stories. So one day, this daughter start asking some questions, put up some questions, and the father was unable to give the correct reply to that daughter. Correct reply means one satisfying reply. I can give reply, but all answers are not satisfies the daughter. Anyway, here this heading you see, should wizard hit mommy? Uh, the author is asking us, Should wizard hit a mommy? So, to answer this question, we have to first understand the characteristics of wizard and mommy. Who these two characters? Then only we can say answer to this question. Okay. So, for that purpose, let us read this story. Okay. Before you read, here is a story about the world view of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. As we discussed already, when we are saying something to the children, sometimes they may put up some questions. And here the father faces some difficulty to answer such a question. And what she asked and what was the difficulty, these all things we will come to know as we are going through this chapter. Okay, come. In the evenings and for Saturday naps, like today's, Jack told his daughter Joe a story out of his head. Oh, Jack is here the father, and Joe is the daughter of him. And these are the two characters of the story. The entire story is around with these two characters. And what they are doing? They are doing every evening and Saturday naps. The father explains one story to the daughter, and these all stories that it comes out of his head, out of his mind. That means it's a fabricated story only. Okay, and it is not a all day written stories. No, it's naturally comes out of his mind. And here Saturday naps means a short sleep. Sometimes you are also taking naps in my class, while teaching. Some are sleeping, going sleeping. Short sleep, naps. Naps means don't forget this word. Naps means very short sleep. Okay, you won't forget because you are very fond of taking naps in the classroom. That's why you are not going to forget the word meaning naps. And this custom, which custom? Telling stories to his daughter Joe. And this custom began when she was two, was itself now nearly 2 years old, and his head felt empty. So, poor father. He started telling stories when the child was at the age of two. Now, 2 years already over. That means the child reached at the age of four. That's why his imagination completely exhausted, finished off. His mind completely empty. There is nothing to say uh, newly. That's why the father got confused what to say or how to make new stories daily, because already it's gone 2 years. Every evening, new stories he is creating. This is a imagination, creativity that already completed became empty. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. The basic tale is same only, but every day in that basic tale a slight variation he is making. Otherwise, every day the same story, no one will listen. A small creature. His basic idea is this one only. A small creature, usually named Roger. His main character in his story is Roger. Okay. Sometimes he's telling Roger fish, Roger squirrel, Roger chipmunk, like that, different. The character is Roger only. One day the Roger fish maybe, another day the Roger squirrel, and the another and Yesterday, a Roger chipmunk, like that. A chipmunk is a small animal uh, found in American continent. Had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. And this Roger faces some problem, any problem. And to solve this problem, he went it with to the wise old owl. Okay, the owl is not going to solve his problem. The owl told him to go to the wizard. Then this owl advised him to go to wizard, and the wizard performed a magical spell that solved the problem. Okay, the three characters are there always in his the main three characters. One Roger. The Roger's character always may change. Sometimes a fish, a squirrel, chipmunk, like that. Roger's character always changes, but all is fixed. Okay, and wizard having supernatural power, magical spell. Okay, magic spell, and that solved the problem, demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number of Roger creature had. So this wizard uh, will solve the problem, but he is demanding some money, pennies, coins. He will ask, and what he asked, no, that is always greater than the number of coins the Roger creature had. But in the same breath, directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. At the same time, this wizard directing this Roger where you will get the extra pennies. That place also he will direct. So he will go there and collect the extra pennies and give it to this wizard, and so that he can solve his problem. And this is the basic tale. And in this tale, every day the problem the Roger faces changes, but the remaining thing is everything is same only. Okay, then the Roger was so happy he played many games with other creatures and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. And after that, this Roger became so happy, and he played many games with other creatures, and he became so happy. After that, when he go back to home, when he heard the whistle sound of the train, again the whistle of the train, and on the train, this Roger's daddy come to home from Boston. That time he went back to the uh, house. And this is the basic tale. Okay, and keep in mind that the father Jack telling a story to the daughter Joe, and the basic tale I told now. And in this basic tale, three characters are there. One is Roger, and Roger sometimes fish, sometimes squirrel, sometimes chipmunk, like that. The different animal. The Roger become. Okay, and another one, every time this Roger falls in some problems. Okay, and falls in problem, and always he is asking to old. Old is an old wise old, and old advised him go to the wizard, and wizard is a magic spell, performing a magic spell and solving the problems of this Roger. But he is demanding some extra coins, pennies he is asking. Okay, but that much pennies the small creature uh, doesn't have. That's why he is getting directed to the another place where the extra pennies could be found. Okay, from there he collect the extra pennies, and he solved his problems, and the roger was so happy, and he played many games with the other creatures, and he goes back to the house when the train's whistle sounds he heard, on which his daddy comes from Boston.